So a couple of weeks ago, I dropped a video on the channel talking about cold weather riding and how cold was too cold. And in that video, I told y'all, or came out and said, that I do not own any heated gear. Well, a company sent me some to check out, so I thought I'd share it with you. What's up? Jim here. Welcome back to J Street Moto. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. Shortly after I made that cold weather riding video, a company named RideIron reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in doing a collaboration with them, and they could send me some of their heated gear to try out, you know, give y'all my impressions of it, talk to you about the features of the gear and the pluses and minuses. And I'll be very candid with you, this is my first experience with any kind of heated gear. I've never even, you know, borrowed something from a buddy and tried it. They sent me their waterproof winter smart heated motorcycle gloves. And I'll get into kind of the details about the gloves in a minute, but I will put a link to them down in the description of this video. I did a little unboxing video, so I will drop it in here, let y'all see kind of what comes in the box. As mentioned, RideIron sent me some of their heated gloves. And surprisingly, they got here faster than I expected them to. And this is how they get shipped to you. I ordered the XLs. And so we're gonna open them up, see what comes in the box. Let's get all this crap out of the way. So, and here we have a free gift. I'm curious. They've got me curious. What is this? I'm guessing it might be, oh, look at these. Glove liners, it looks like. That's what they are. And, I mean, they're stretchy enough so they're gonna fit no matter who you are. Those are cool. We do get a free gift. Some little gloves. It has a carrying bag for the gloves. Then we have the batteries, which I'm sure I'm gonna have to charge. They are sealed rather nicely to make sure that the weather doesn't damage them. They're lithium-ion batteries. And, well, this is the USB to charge them. And then we have the gloves themselves. Let's stick the box over there. Like I said, I bought the XL. I'm gonna find out if they are true to size or not. Here is a 1-year warranty and a booklet about the gloves. These gloves, one cool thing about them is they have a smart mode. The smart mode, you know, it sets a temperature range and it tries to maintain that range regardless of what's happening with your gloves. So here are the gloves. They feel rather nice. This is the little pouch where the battery plugs in at and goes into the glove. So it's going to end up being on the underside of the gauntlet. And let's see, let's put the glove on and see how they fit. Okay, now I measured using the size scale that they had, and it says measure the circumference around your palm. Based on that, I was kind of like medium to large. I ordered an XL glove, and I'm glad I did because the XL glove fits me. A medium or large would have probably been too small. So, you know, if you're gonna buy these, keep that in mind. They are not necessarily true to size, at least from what I can tell. That's them right there. I'll charge the batteries and I'll go for a ride with them, give y'all my feedback. But currently, it's everything that comes in the box right there. And they appear to be rather nice. These are armored. That should work on a touch screen. We'll find out, as should that. Gloves look nice. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with them so far. I'll be back when I know more. These are not wired heated gloves. They're battery powered. Aesthetically, they actually look pretty good. I kind of like them. The button to control the heat is right here on each glove. It's easy to control. Like you hold the button down to turn them on. It comes on at the highest heat setting, which is red. You can tell what setting you're in by the color that's illuminated behind the button. Red's going to make your hands really hot when it's cold out. Then you got green, which is kind of the, I'll call it medium. Then you got blue, which is what I'm running right now. Don't know if you can tell or not. Blue is the coolest setting, or the one that provides the least heat. And then if you double tap the button really quick, you enter into what's called smart heating. The way I understand it from the documentation is if that's what's on, the glove adjusts. It doesn't always have, you know, like high heat on or medium heat on or cool heat on. So like if you're out riding and it's going to be really cold and then it's going to get warmer, instead of having to screw with changing what temperature the glove's at if your hand gets hot, if you just have it on auto, it kind of maintains the same temperature inside the glove all the time, regardless of what the temperature is outside the glove. I guess is the best way to kind of describe the way that I understand it. So if it's really cold outside, it's going to jack the heat up in the glove. If it's not really cold, it's going to lower the heat in the glove because it's trying to maintain a given temperature. They work great. Like I said, I've never had heated gear before, and I honestly hate to admit that I like these gloves as much as I like these gloves. I really do, and I'm not just saying that because they sent them to me for free. I legitimately mean that. I was very surprised at how much I enjoy these gloves. Some of the other things that are in the box, they do, like I said, they're not wired, they're battery powered, but they do have something that you can plug into a USB port on your bike and run it out of that USB port and straight into the gloves, and you eliminate the battery and the gloves are hardwired to your bike at that point. I have not had them long enough to test the battery life to see whether or not it is as accurate as what they claim. I want to say you can figure on somewhere between 2.5 to 4 hours of battery life, I think is what I saw, and all of that is dependent upon, of course, how much heat the gloves are having to produce. The inside of these gloves is extremely comfortable, and the gloves are pretty freaking warm without the heating element on. They're traditional winter gloves. Another positive, they are armored. There's armor in the palm heel and there's armor across the knuckles. If you've ever owned gloves that have armor in them, you'll probably understand what I'm getting ready to say a little better than someone that has not. The armor's in the right place. I've had some gloves where it just dug into the top of your hand weird, made you uncomfortable, or dug into the heel of your palm weird when you had your hands on the grips. Just stuff that made them uncomfortable to ride in. That is not the case with these gloves. These gloves they're very comfortable. Aesthetically, I like the look of them. The finish of them, they seem to have some pretty high quality. The seams are definitely multiple stitched, which is good for longevity. I don't know how long these gloves will last. I have not tested whether or not they are waterproof. They claim they are waterproof. There are statements in the documentation, warnings that say, make sure you don't get the inside of the gauntlet part, which your battery's here. Don't get the inside of that wet because it might cause a short and burn you, or, you know, shock you. So I don't know how waterproof is waterproof. I suppose if I had them on under rain gear and the rain gear sleeve was over top of them, I would prevent water from getting down into the gauntlet section and potentially accessing that battery. But you can tell in the pouch where the battery goes, there's nothing there to make that part of the glove waterproof. So whether this part is waterproof or not, I do not know. I haven't tested it. A couple of the things, and that's kind of a neutral opinion of mine, right? Because I haven't tested it yet. A couple things that I know do not work about the gloves and that are, for me, initially problematic. One is these little like pads they have so that you can operate a touch screen on a phone do not work. At least not on an iPhone that has any kind of protective shield over the glass. Like I run a Zag protector over top of my glass so that it won't shatter if it falls. The gloves won't activate the screen. And if I turn the screen on, the gloves won't move anything on the screen or actuate any buttons. So that's one negative thing about them. It just means, well, granted, I'm not advocating that you should be out there screwing around with your phone while you're riding your bike. What I am saying is, if you happen to be somewhere and you need quick access to your phone while you're riding, or when you pull over to the side of the road, you are going to have to take the gloves off to do anything on your phone. That's, at least if you've got an iPhone, I can confirm that you are going to have to do that. So that might be important to you. It kind of is important to me. So let's talk about size. Now, the gloves are not made in the US. When I measured my hand per their sizing chart on their website, I needed between a medium and a large. Really more closer to the large size. I opted to go a size up because the last pair of gloves that I bought that were not produced in the US, extra large was a little tight on me. So I went ahead and ordered these extra large. Extra large fit me fine. Had I bought the large, they probably would have been too tight. So I won't say they're true to their sizing chart. What I'll say is measure what you get the way they tell you to on the size chart, and then I would personally go a size up. I wouldn't go 2 sizes up because then the fingers are going to be too long. But the extra large fits me just fine. So that's kind of one, I'll call that one neutral too. I don't really think that's a negative because you know about it. It's only a negative if you don't know about it, right? Had I ordered the way their size chart told me to, I probably would have been mad when I got them and they didn't fit. So order a size up. One thing that kind of bothers me a little bit about them, I've always been a huge fan of what I will call gauntlet gloves. They are gloves that have sleeves that go up over top of your jacket. And they're made that way because they seal up. When you're riding in cold weather, the more shit you can seal up and not allow like creases and seams to let air in, the warmer you're going to be able to stay. And this gets rid of a seam. If you put these gloves in and then put the jacket over top of them, there's the avenue for air to get up the jacket sleeve, and that will get you cooler faster. I love gauntlet gloves for that reason. The gauntlet section of them need to be just a little bit bigger around because they do not fit over. Right now I'm wearing a sweatshirt. This leather jacket, the liner is not in it currently. The other morning when I wore them, the liner was in it. With the leather jacket and the sweatshirt on, whether the liner's present or not, it is a struggle getting the gauntlet side of these gloves up and over the end of my coat sleeve. It's a struggle. So they need to be just a little bit bigger. And that struggle, if I take the battery, I haven't tried with the battery out. I have a feeling if I take the battery out, it won't be as hard to get them on. But when the battery's in there, it makes it even harder to get them over the sleeve. I know RideIron's going to be watching this. At least I hope they do. Maybe kick that back to your designers and let them know, for winter riding, they're probably going to have on heavier layers. You might want the gauntlet section to be a little bit bigger around. A little bit larger circumference to fit over sleeves. But yeah, the fact that the fingertip things don't actuate the phone and that the gauntlet ends could be a little wider are really the only negatives I can come up with for these gloves, honestly. Now granted, I've not ridden them in all situations yet, and I haven't really been cold in them yet. I'll do another video once the weather gets to around, I think 20s, high teens, low 20s around here. I'll take them out for a ride then and really put them through their paces and let you know that they keep my hands warm. But I mean, they do a great job keeping my hands warm right now. So I gotta think they'll do just fine when the weather gets colder here. So yeah, I had told y'all that I won't say I'm against heated gear. I just never, I didn't want to make the investment in it. I gotta admit, I understand the draw to heated gear now. Now, RideIron doesn't just make gloves. They also make, I think, a heated like vest or shirt. And they also make, I saw one of the interesting things they had there were heated knee pads. I can see those really keeping your legs warm, because for me, when I ride, what gets cold is my knees. It's the thing that's sticking out there. It'd probably keep me warm. So there are other options there. I suggest you go to their website and check it out. I'm gonna go from memory. I think they sell these gloves for like 150 bucks. Let's call it $150. If I'm way off on the price, I'll put it up here, but if it's like 149 something, I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I think they're like 150 for these gloves. To me, after riding with them a couple times in cold weather, I think they're worth it. I can see where they would drastically make me more comfortable when the weather gets colder. I do not know anything yet. I haven't had them long enough to tell you about how good their quality is over time after a few thousand miles are on them, especially how long do the batteries last. That's always a concern. But I will know at the end of this riding season. I got these at the perfect time of the year because it's just now getting to the point where it is something I would wear regularly when I'm out riding throughout the winter. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. If you think your question's too long for a comment, send me an email at jstmoto22@gmail.com. I'll put it up on the screen for you. jstreetmoto22@gmail.com. Thank you, RideIron, for reaching out to me and trusting me to, well, unbox, review, and test your product. I really do appreciate that. And I gotta say, I dig these gloves. Even with the couple of negatives that I mentioned, I like these gloves. But yeah, that's all I had. I wanted to tell you all about this product. Hopefully, you know, you'll get something that extends your riding season. I know these are going to make my riding season. It's not going to extend it, but it's certainly going to make it a little more enjoyable. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, the comments, the likes, the hypes. I've been getting a couple of those. I never mentioned doing that, but whoever did it, thank you for doing that. I truly appreciate it. Do me a favor. If you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Share the channel or this video with your friends. All that stuff is absolutely free to you, and it has a huge impact on my channel. No matter what you do, always ride safe.